Hi, welcome back to another one of me videos. Hope you enjoy it. To start off with this video, I thought I'd give you a little insight as to my planning for next year. It's one of them things, one season finishes and then almost straight away you got to think of the next one. So what I'm going to quickly do, and it may change depending on if I see anything in the garden centres and what have you, seed wise. If not, this could be sort of the lineup of what I'm going to be growing in the next season. And some of it I've already started sowing. It's the stuff you can overwinter in the greenhouse to get an early start. And so I'll show you that in the next part of this video, but for this one, the stuff, well, I'll go through them. Right, this first one is my carrots. Now, I did alright with the chardonnays. They're quite short and stumpy, so it suits growing in pots. So carrot wise, I'm going to try the Chardonnay and the Nance 5. So I did alright last year, so I thought, well, stick with what I know. The tomato wise, I like my Tigerella, so I'm going to do them. I'm going to do a few out of this packet again, which is the Ildi, which are the yellow ones. I did very well with them, and the San Marzano, which are a plum. They were very good, and most of my plants are going to be the money makers. Did them really well. I may try something such as a gardener's delight, or something along those lines, but most of them are going to be money makers because I did really well this year, so that's that. Something new I'm going to try next year, and that's maybe grow 1 or 2 cabbage. Now this variety is Golden Acre Primo 2. Now this is, and I'm going by what it says on the back, and it says it's a compact variety, perfect choice for small gardens. So they look nice, so hopefully they'll be not too big as to not get 1 or 2, well maybe 1 in a pot, or if I've got one of the bigger ones available, I might get 2, maybe 3 in one of them. So I thought I'd try a bit of cabbage next year, so this is my choice for that. Cucumber wise, I got this one. It's called Jogger, and it's a US variety. It says it's an American slicer, and it's exactly good for outdoor growing. So I've got the Jogger, Tasty King, which produces high yields of long fruits, so that's Tasty King, as well as the Mini Munch, which I can't find the seed packet at the moment. This is one of my unusual ones I'm going to grow. This is crystal apple variety, and my favourite word, it says unusual, so I like doing unusual things, well, when it comes to growing plants anyway. And this one produces round yellow cucumbers, so that'll be interesting and interesting. Sorry, I just repeat myself there, I think I did. So that will be quite interesting to grow, and I'll keep you updated with that as and when I do it. My kids like peppers, so I'm going to grow 1 or 2 pepper plants, and my unusual one is, it's another pepper, but it's called Biscayne F1, and it's a Cubanelle. It's a new word for me. Cubanelle, which I think just means square. It's a frying pepper, which is popular in the USA. So I'm going to have a go at growing that as well. On to my next choice, I should say, is my sweet corn. I did alright. I did start them late, so they didn't get really big. So this year I'm going to try it again, but obviously start them off sooner. So hopefully this year I'll get a better sweet corn crop. So that's my sweet corn. Me parsnips, I've done really well this year. I've been really pleased with what I've had so far. It's been this variety, tender and true, and they've not done us wrong. So next year I'm going to get these fellas again. Really love them. I tried them I tried 1 or 2 this year, and I did really well, so obviously I'm going to have another go, but do a few more. And it's the all year round variety, produces these lovely white heads. So that's the cauliflower. I'm going to grow the various varieties of lettuce, little gems, cos, icebergs, you know, throughout the year. So lettuces, sorry, out of focus. So I'm going to do some lettuce. This is new this year. I'm going to have a go at doing a celeriac. I saw, I think it was Ian Nocton, grow them, and they looked interesting enough, so I'm going to give 1 or 2 of them a go this year. Black Beauty, my courgettes, they were lovely, the few I had this year, so I'm going to give them another go. Brussels sprouts I did really well with, and it was that variety, Evesham Special. I've had a few that taste absolutely lovely, and I'm going to have some of them for my Christmas dinner, and they're looking really good. So I'm going to do Brussels sprouts again, but, and this is my unusual, or the other magic word is novel, is these Brussels sprouts, and they are called rubine or rubine, however you pronounce it, but the purple. So that's something unusual or novel for my Brussels sprouts this year. So the other ones I'm going to try. You never know, with them being purple they might confuse the moths and the caterpillars, so we'll see. This year I had a go at growing these melons, but obviously I grew them too late, and in my earlier videos they were growing, but we've got some frosts now and it killed them off. So unfortunately I didn't get anything, but they look promising, so next year Auger melons are on my list. This year I grew some Musselburgh leeks and they have been absolutely gorgeous in broths and leek and potato soups, so I'm going to give them another try this year. The turnips and the Swedes have all been lovely, so I'm going to give the various varieties a go again. I've got to say the purple top of lands have been absolutely gorgeous. They're a lovely white, tender form of turnip, so I'd certainly urge people to grow them. They're lovely. They're not particularly massive, or at least the ones I've grew haven't been particularly massive, but you know, just take thin peelings from the outside, but the inside is gorgeous. The beetroot has been lovely this year. I like pickling it and it's been absolutely lovely. The kids have enjoyed it. So this year, as well as the usual one, the Detroit 2 and the Chioggia, I'm going to have a go at this one, which is Crosby's Egyptian. Supposed to be lovely, round, flat-bottomed beetroot. So I'll give them a go. Beans, I've already started some off. I'll show you them in my next clip in this video. But these I'm going to sow next year, early in the... well, I think these are Bolotto de Vigavano Nano, whatever that means. It's a dwarf bean, but you don't sow it until April. So the beans I've got in the greenhouse are shooting away. They're just straightforward broad beans, but I thought I'd give them a go next year. They look very attractive, a bit like Balotti beans. Strawberries, I've got loads of strawberry plants, but these came free in a magazine, so I'm going to give them a go. At least start them off this year. But these are Alpine red and white, because I am from Sunderland and our footy strip is red and white, so I thought, well, it's an omen. Got to give them a go. Apparently they're small but very sweet and very tasty. So I'll start them off this year. And finally, I'm going to do some pumpkins next year. Now, I've got these from another magazine. These are called Small Sugar, and you get about 6, I think, on a plant of these. They're very small, but they're very sweet, hence the name. So they are for eating, and my other one, which is this one, and this is, I'm growing for size because it's called Atlantic Giant, and it says the world's largest pumpkin variety. So I'm going to grow one of them for size to see how it goes, and the other ones here I'm growing to actually eat. I hope that gives you a little insight as to what I'm probably going to be growing next year. It's all in. I've got it all down in a little book. This is my little book I use. I have everything jotted down from all the different types of seeds I've got, and when I need to sow them. So this is February, and whether I sow them for indoors or for outdoors. So I'll probably start sowing stuff in January, Well, I've already got cauliflowers up and germinated all year round already for overwintering. But things like the strawberry, the red and white alpines, I need to start in January, as well as some of my onion seeds. I have already got onion sets in, but I also grow 1 or 2 pots from actual seed, just in case anything happens to the sets. Things like tomatoes on the packets, they do say sow them in January, but I don't want them to get tall and thin and leggy. It makes them more susceptible to diseases and what have you. So I think I'll hold back till March, February, March, before I start doing my tomatoes. But yeah, strawberries and my onions probably the starters for next year. So that's what I'm growing next year. The little book tells us when, because I've got a terrible memory, so that keeps us in order. So that's what I'm growing next year. I'll end this video here. I did say earlier on that I would show you what's in the greenhouse, but I think I'll just keep this video short, and I'll release another video very shortly of what I've actually grown for next year. The only little seedlings, but I'll let you have a look. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you found it interesting. You obviously know what I'm going to grow next year, a few unusual things hopefully. So I hope you can stay with us and keep me company along my journey for next year. So until my next video, which will probably be, I'll release it in a couple of days. Until then, so long. Thanks for liking, watching my videos, and please subscribe if you want to. So until the next time, see you later.